connected to God, trying to get closer, stepping on roaches.
The difference is this. If you see me outside alone by myself, it's because I'm comfortable there. I'm comfortable in my own skin. I don't have a problem with that. I'm cool with existing in my own square, my nigga. And another thing is this. The difference between me and a lot of is this. I'm not afraid to fail. I'm not afraid to fall. I'm not afraid to lose. I'm not afraid to have to pick myself back up and do it all over again. That's the difference. If I gotta step in the ring and lose, then I'm cool with that, because guess what? You can't appreciate winning if you ain't never lost before. Everybody wanna talk about being up. Oh, I'm up, I'm leveling up, I'm trying to be up and all this shit. But being up feel way much better if you know what it feel like to be down. That's the difference. You gotta lose to win. You understand? You step in that ring, you fall, you wipe yourself back up, and you do it again.
The reality is they're gonna laugh at you. They're gonna talk about you, they're gonna say you crazy. And if they're not doing them things, if they're not laughing at you, you're doing something regular. See, they laughing at you because you're different. You laughing at them because they all the same. You know, me, people thought I was crazy. I coming out of the penitentiary, and they like, oh, black man coming out of the penitentiary. People know he ain't selling dope. He ain't trying to be a rapper. He ain't trying to be a tough guy. He ain't trying to do nothing that's going to put him back in the jail. Ho, he's not like, he's a nut. Like, what he on? That's the mentality that people have. Because a lot of us need to be reprogrammed. We don't understand that. First, we need to be deprogrammed so we can be reprogrammed. When we deprogram, we get all that BS approach to life out of out of us, period, because it's mentality. That mentality is killing us. But they're going to laugh at you. They're going to talk about you. They're going to do everything. But don't become discouraged. When you're doing something different and you're approaching life different, people is not going to understand that. People fear what they don't understand. Stay 10 toes down in your belief and your approach to life and your plan, and you're going to materialize it. And it's just like that.
I had somebody say to me recently, Sean, I see that you put hashtag God's plan, hashtag God is good, hashtag God in most of your posts, if not all your posts. Don't you think that you putting in the work to receive certain things in your life? I said, absolutely. Number one, I don't consider it work. I consider it a service. Number two, how many times we put in the work in our life and thinking that things should go a certain way, and they absolutely don't go that way. Most of the time you put in hard work to achieve something. Usually you achieve it, but not all the time. So for that little percentage where it may be not all the time, I'm thanking God. That's it. No debate, no explanation, period. I'm thanking God, and that's what it is. I don't have to have or receive anything. So anything that I do receive, God is getting the credit. Love. That's the loving, beautiful thing about God. God is not going to hold you to God's plan if you don't want to be in that plan anymore. If you have a plan, and that plan became God's plan because God is allowing you to fulfill your purpose through that plan, and you allow somebody to interrupt, intercept, interfere with that plan, God will let you out of that plan. God is not going to force you to commit to that plan all the time. It's almost like having a child and y'all getting on a scary ride, and when y'all almost getting on a ride, you look at your child and say, you sure you want to do this? And your child say, nah, I changed my mind. You ain't gonna force your child on that ride. You're gonna say, okay, you're gonna respect your child's decision. So God is gonna respect your decision if you allow somebody to change your decision, change your plan. That's on you. Free will. Love. Yeah, people say, oh, that person is gifted or this person is gifted, and they exclude themselves. You're gifted too. You have a gift. We all have gifts. Some people just know it. Some people are aware of it, and some people don't. Some people didn't find it yet. A lot of times other people will know your gift before you. Listen to those people. When somebody keep telling you you're good at something, you keep hearing the same thing, most likely that's your gift. But there's a lot of people that misuse their gift. They try to keep their gifts for themselves. Gifts are supposed to be traded. You got your gift, I got mine, let's trade. Let me utilize your gift, you utilize mine. But there are certain people that want to use their gifts for themselves. Let me keep it for myself. Let me benefit and get rich off of my gifts. I don't want to give it to nobody else. And sometimes you lose it. It just don't benefit you anymore. Sometimes your gifts is actually your curse. If you make it that way, love.
People that are broke will do anything to not be broke. They justify not being honorable to do it. It's just don't look the other way. Money is not real. It's not backed by gold. And as you see, they're creating currencies daily. So don't do anything for money. Do things for love. And then you'll be protected and you'll know what real wealth is.
Our whole mentality is slavery.
Right.
Down to like the fact that we're a slave to a job. We do everything the same way. We all eat shit that we know we shouldn't, even though like,
To our financial
way.
system, everybody's born in debt, and they automatically a slave from their birth certificate.
But it's programmed that way. If you don't dress the same, if you don't say the same,
patterns.
So the thing I'm mad about in school, because I went to school, I didn't learn. Only thing I learned in school that I used and applied was math, multiplication, and division, and reading. Algebra is not going to help me, but you know what really helped me is learning how to love.
Right.
So why in school they don't teach you how to love?
Right.
You know what the most important thing is? To keep yourself healthy. That's the most important thing. So why they don't teach you how to fucking farm? Why
Right.
they don't teach you what nutrients
Agriculture.
are?
Yeah.
Like that's the shit you need to learn.
Right.
And now moving forward, what you need to learn is code. You need to learn how to edit. You need to learn how to market because it's a new day.
Right.
So why would I pay so much for old people that haven't done shit that I want to do to teach my kids how to fucking be in debt? That shit doesn't make any logical sense to me.
A friend of mine told me, I don't know how I came up with the conversation, but I said, man, money doesn't buy happiness.
Yeah.
And he goes, no, money does buy happiness. You just got to give it away.
If you want to be more like the prophet, you need to understand people. And the smallest things you can do on the Yom Al Qiyamah will be the biggest rewards. You make a Muslim smile. You make a Muslim feel good. Something tiny, tiny, tiny. You come on Yom Al Qiyamah, you're like, man, where'd this come from? Oh, you brought happiness to one person's heart. What? How did I do that? You know what I mean?